How to feed our chickens to lay more eggs. Guys, have you ever have a scenario in your farm, in your chicken farm, that chickens just stop laying eggs? Even if you are feeding them the good quality feeds and giving them the best maintenance ever? Have you asked yourself what might be the reason? At the end of this video, I'm going to show you a practical skills that you should just follow steps by steps on how you should just make your chickens to lay more eggs every day. Remember, eggs production in chickens is the main sales even. So you need to focus on sales because sales is the business and the business is money in the end. So choose feed quality. The reason, obvious, the reason why chickens stop laying is one reason is that the poor quality feeds. That's why your chickens stop laying. So some of you guys have been in that scenario that your chickens can stop laying and they just you don't know the reason, right? So you just find your chickens don't lay. So the reason is that you are giving your chickens poor quality feeds. You don't give your chickens balanced diet feeds. That's the reason why your chickens stop laying, because it's not that they are old enough that they are tired of laying. No, it's just feed. The main reason why your chickens stop laying is feed. So you need to focus on the quality feeds, focus on the balanced diet feeds, like giving them proteins, giving them carbohydrates, giving them calcium, all those balanced diet feeds. That's why I'm advising farmers that they don't give their chickens balanced diet feeds. I'm advising them to just get some amounts of layers. If your chickens are on in the laying point, you need to at least buy layers, buy some certain amounts of layers. Give them a ratio of 80%. Yeah, 80% of layers. Then the rest you can just give them other feeds in your farm, like sukuma wiki, maize, grinded maize. Yeah, yes, like market worms. Yes, some other feeds in your farm, but at least focus on the balanced diet feeds. Give them at least layer mash, because layer mash have those all balanced diet feeds, and this one can just improve in your eggs production. That's why I normally advise you just focus on that one. Focus on giving them balanced diet feeds, and you'll just see the improvement of your eggs production in your farm. Feed the correct amount at the right time. Guys, I think this one all about even 80% of farmers have a problem in feeding ratio. Last time I just asked this question in my Facebook page. Farm with Mose. If you are not there, you just go and follow. I always ask question to farmers. I just ask that how many feed grams do you need to feed a chickens per day? So many people have their opinions there. So many others say 40, others say 70, others say 120, others say 140. So many opinions there. So it means that you most people there outside, they don't know the exactly feed grams of a chickens per day, of a mature chickens per day. Obviously there is a chicks feed ratio, and there is a mature feed ratio. So you need to understand this feed ratio of a chicken. So I just ask that one. I come and realize that so many people are confused. They don't know the exactly feed ratio of a chicken per day. So let me just tell you the exactly feed ratio per day you need to feed your chicken. The exactly feed ratio per day is 140 grams feed grams, balance that feed grams, yeah, for you to just have the good results in your farm. For you to make your chickens produce a good results, you need to give them 140 grams of feeds per day. Yeah. For chicks, chicks obviously you give them even 40 grams, they can even survive. The more they grow, feed grams increase. Yeah, so that's it. So what if someone can ask, what if I do free range? Because 140 is for commercial. So I can just advise you, if you are doing free ranging, you can just use use the ratio of 80. You can just 80 you can just use 80 grams per day. That one is better, way better, because at least that about 60 grams, they can just find them on the free range area. Yeah, like maggot worms, greens, insects, all those things that chickens can eat on their free ranging area. So you need to just master the feed ratio. So you can just, if you just focus on that one, you can just improve in your eggs production. Provide plenty and clean water. Yeah, I know you guys, you can just say that chickens does not have to clean to drink a clean water. They are not human beings. But guys, when you just find your respiratory disease in your farm, that's where you'll just realize how clean water is important in chickens. Yeah. Hawezi elewa. So let me just say this one. If you just find your chickens, they start dehydrating, you'll just realize that giving them plenty water is very important, because some chicken can dehydrate when you give them, especially when you give them like wheat, wheat or even dry feed. You can, they find themselves dehydrating. So it's very important for them to just drink a lot of water. Give them a lot of water. Yeah, it's very good, because they also help in eggs production, they help in digestion, they help in several things in a chicken body. So you need to focus on giving them clean, not just plenty water, clean plenty water, and we'll just see the results, the good results. Yeah, it looks just simple like that, but at least it's very important in a chicken diet and eggs production. Also apply calcium and other minerals. Guys, I don't know why so many people assume this calcium thing in chickens. They think that it's not that important, but I want to tell you farmers that it's very important to give your chickens calcium diet. Because when have you ever have a scenario that chickens start baking themselves or eating their own eggs? It's because they lack calcium. They lack calcium on their body, so that's the reason why your chicken start that behavior. So how can you just stop this behavior? You'll stop this behavior by giving them calcium in their feeds. At least introduce calcium in your feeds to your chickens, for them to at least get calcium on their body to have the good eggs production. Because when they just start these behaviors, they will just automatically lose eggs production. And some of the minerals of calcium is we have this premix, and we have this limestone is another mineral source. So if you just if you can access lime, or you can access premix, or can do better in producing calcium in the chickens. So just focus on that one, and just put some amounts of premix in your chicken feeds, and that can increase in calcium on their body, so that can just improve on eggs production and stop the behaviors in your farm. Yeah, that's I normally use those premix and lime. So you can just use those one to acquire calcium on their body. And our last tips is reduce stress and support good nutrition. This is our last topic. So guys, it's not about even feeding them alone. Feeding them alone cannot guarantee you that you will just get the good results. Yeah, does not guarantee you that you will just get the good results. You need to do just these extra things of the environment side of the chickens. You see, like cold coops, chicken coops, like giving them at least how can you just reduce the stress? You'll just reduce the stress by at least hanging some things on their chicken scoops, you see, for them to just make them busy. Focus on the environment of your chicken, at least to be very good. Just focus on that one. Like lighting, you have lighting, we also have lighting. Don't just put there a very bright light for them. They can just get the stress and introduce that behavior of baking and eating their own eggs. That's the behavior that can be introduced. So just see the surrounding of your chickens, at least to reduce the stress. Yeah, we have also overcrowded. You can just improve on their area of their chicken coops for them at least not to be overcrowded so much. Because when chickens start overcrowded, they will just have their stress. They will just find themselves stressed, and they start also behavior of baking and cannibalism. So you can just do that one. Improve on hygiene of your on your farm. Just improve on your hygiene, and you can just find yourself producing the quality and very good eggs production in your farm, and that's all. That's a sales in poultry business. So that's a profit from you. So I think this is the end of this video. I want you guys to follow these small tips and can help you in your farm. Yeah, and remember, if you are a serious farmer, I have a complete BDF teaching that will guide you steps by steps on how to grow a profitable poultry farming. So if you are a serious farmer and you want my guide, steps by steps, practical, on how to raise chickens, how to vaccinate them, how to feed them quality feeds, balanced diet feeds, the daily management, market side, the best chicken breed, I have those full guide steps by steps in my BDF teachings. If you are a serious farmer, you can just WhatsApp me on my WhatsApp number. I have my WhatsApp number on my screens. You can just WhatsApp that number and I can assist you to grow a profitable poultry farming. Yeah, see you in the next video. Remember, subscribe. Bye bye.